You are watching Yeticket.com with Al McGee, movie reviews and interviews. This is Yeticket.com, Yeticket.com, your entertainment ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right.
Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. The film I'm going to talk about right now is called 50 Shades of Grey. This is based on the book, the first book. You know, there's 3 books in this series, and millions of women read this book laying next to their husbands. And when they finished reading a few chapters, they looked at their husbands a little funny, maybe with a little smile on their faces, because they really enjoyed it. Now, this is directed by Sam Taylor Johnson, and the script was written by Kelly Marcel. And then you got Jamie Dornan. He's playing Grey. You know, Jamie Dornan, he is a very good actor in this film. You got Dakota Johnson. She was picked very well for this film. She's playing Anastasia. And, you know, you got Marcia Harden in this, Eloise Mumford, Victor Rasuk, Luke Grimes, and Max Martini. Well, anyway, at the beginning of the film, if you know anything about this, I really didn't because I didn't read the book. You got Anastasia. She's going to the big city, and she's going to go and interview a billionaire. I mean, how many plain-looking women gets a chance to meet a billionaire? A person who owns their own company and employ thousands of people. Well, she's getting that opportunity. That's because her roommate was supposed to do it, and her roommate was sick. Now, Anastasia, she's a student in school, and her major is literature. So she reads all the great novels. So she interviews him, you know, somehow Grey kind of likes her. He wants to do that to her. Well, she's a real naive young lady. She's not really, you know, big buxom. She's not a big sexually charged looking woman, anything like that. But he's attracted to her. And of course, she's attracted to him. Why not? He's a rich white guy. Anyway, they get together after he tracks her down. And he gives her a few gifts. Then they finally get together, and he wants her to sign a contract where he dominates her. That's right. He wants her to be completely his sex slave. That's what I'm going to call it. He wants to do anything to her that he wants to, but she has to agree to all of it in a contract. Now, you know the story. They go back and forth. Now, Anastasia also is a young lady. She never really experienced real love, never really had a real relationship, sexual or any other way, far as, you know, with a man. And then we find out that Grey, he loves to dominate women because he was dominated himself starting at the age of 15 by an older woman. In fact, one of his mother's friends. And this is where the story, you know, gets into the sexual parts and things like that. I thought those was very interesting because I've seen this in real life myself. I've seen people do this and they really enjoyed it. But what I like about this film is that, for one thing, Jamie, as Grey, he was believable as a rich billionaire. He had no friends. He really didn't laugh out loud. Didn't find a lot of things funny. He's very serious about a lot of stuff. But then he meets Anastasia, and he starts to change somewhat. And then Dakota Johnson asked Anastasia, well, Anastasia showed, you know, herself that she wanted the fairy tale type of love. And Grey was not into any of that. Also, because she's a student of literature, she always dreamed about having this great romantic love. And again, Grey was not into that. He just wanted to dominate her. have sex, dominate her, send her home. But in this film, you can see they both were changing. They both couldn't get exactly what they wanted. And then you got to wait till the next film to find out what did they want and how did they get it. This was very entertaining, this film. It really caught my attention. It wasn't boring at all. This is a love story. This is the way I look at it. It's a different type of love story with different type of people that you normally don't meet every day. You don't meet a billionaire every day. You really don't meet a young student who's a major in literature, and you really don't get to see these people in walk of life every day. They're there, but not every day in everyone's life. That's why I found this interesting. I thought the acting by both actors, Jamie and Dakota, was very good. I saw them working with each other, not against each other, for these characters. And I thought Sam Taylor Johnson really directed this script the best he could for what he had. I was entertained by this film. It's not one of the best films around, but because of his enthusiasm and his entertainment, this is a film that is above average. So I'm giving this 2.5 palm trees. 2.5. They had a few flaws in it, but I found it entertaining. Wasn't superior, anything like that, but it was interesting. But only 2.5 palm trees for 50 Shades of Grey. Well, like I say in this film, they were trying to change each other because they both wanted something. When you watch this film, and while you're watching it, are you getting what you want out of it?
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.